Hello, my beautiful friends. It's Michelle Orwick, and I'm so excited to be here with you. Whether you're coming in from the Global Frequency Collective or from my audience, this is one of my favorite days, which is always new moon. So here we are in this absolutely glorious Libra new moon portal. So welcome. And we are also, I'm sharing this beautiful ritual with the Global Frequency Collective as the jumpstart to our 7-day chakra week, starting on Sunday or Monday morning in like Australia time. So depending on where you are, whether that's going to be 8 o'clock at night or in the morning. So today we have, if whatever it is that you're doing now, it'll be the same for you through the whole next week. And we have someone every single day next week doing a different chakra. So I'll be doing my normal 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time Monday slot, and I'll be doing third eye. And we have somebody starting on Sunday night, Monday morning, doing a different chakra every single day of the week next week. So I can't wait to share space with you and see the gifts that each person will be bringing to the collective. And all of that said, let's talk about the energy of today. Today is the kind of beginning of what I call shadow season. And really, in the rest of the world, down under, is the beginning of high growth season. So depending on where you are, kind of gives you that different perspective. Libra is ruled by Venus. And so, you know, what that means is the planet Venus really rules things like home and health and money and home and business. So Venus has a lot of wonderful things, but this particular sign also rules balance. So anybody who has a Healy, go ahead and put on inner balance. If you only have the gold program, go ahead and put on the balance program. So I have my Healy set to the resonance to send out to the Facebook group and anyone watching this. I have it set up to send that frequency out to anyone who watches it, anyone in the collective. And just another tip, since we have 5 planets in retrograde right now throughout the world, we are asking for all of us to join in unison to use balance or inner balance, because we're trying to help balance the frequencies on the planet, all the crazies, all the wonderfuls too. So just like I said, it's the beginning of high growth season in one part of the world, and it's the beginning of shadow season in another. This helps us find that inner peace, that inner unity, that glowing, within, and that ability to navigate no matter what's going on. So that's kind of the beginning, but it is also a time to really think about the abundance. New moons are always a time for wishing. So one of my favorite practices is to let go, to do a little writing exercise. If you have a pen and a paper, you can do it afterwards, or if you're watching this as a recording, you can put it on pause and go get paper or take some time. And by the way, I always think the new moon, really the energy goes through the entire following 3 days. You can use the blue dot while you're on there. Someone's asking, but I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see the names. So today I might not, I don't have my glasses on, so I may not read as many of the comments. But yes, you can use inner balance while using your phone, if that's what you're asking. So the new moon really lasts for 3 days, and the whole first week of the month, from today, which it's about 8 o'clock here, and it happened just 3 or 4 hours ago. So wherever you were watching, it was if you're watching it live, we're in the really new energy, and you've got about 3 days. So if you're watching it on Friday night or Saturday morning, you really have till about Monday to really complete your wishes. And then the first week is going to anchor whatever it is that you're doing down. So I want you to like make a list of things that you're letting go of. And you can tear it up, or you can burn it, or you can do anything that's going to let it go for you. Just really let it go and be like, here it is, dumping it out. I personally like to burn it. We call that a burn. And then I want you to list everything you want to bring in, you're calling in. Maybe it's something you're calling in for the next 30 days. I usually write 3 things for the first 30 days. And I usually write at least 3 things for the next 60 to 90 days. And I then write another manifestation that's a year. And then I write my big dreams, and I do this almost every single new moon. It's just an incredible practice. And the way I like to write it for the new moon is, I'm so grateful and thankful that this is in my life now. And then write my wishes down. And maybe you want to light a candle. Maybe you want to make a crystal grid and place it under the crystals. Maybe you want to make a vision board. These are all great ways to anchor in what it is that you're calling in for yourself at this time. So this is the power of now. Inner balance is under mental programs, or you can just go to the gold program and use balance. That's easy one to use and to find. So as we come in to this time, I want you to think about letting go of struggle, because we no longer, even though there's an enormous amount of chaos in the world, we no longer need to hold the frequency of struggle. And so I'm so grateful and thankful. I see somebody, Leona has put, I'm so grateful and thankful. I want you to think about how far you've come, especially those of us with Healy. Like, I was really thinking about, it was only May 15th that I, really found Healy and what it has done for my physical body, my emotional body, my abundance, and my global connections with all of you. I mean, it has really been a game changer for me. So what else are you grateful for? For me, I launched my mystery school this week. So I'm so grateful and thankful for that. And if you want more rituals like this, please jump over to my personal page, Michelle Orwick, or go to magicalmichelle.com and look at what I'm offering. That was my big manifestation, is that I finally got my true life's work out into the world this week. And so what is it that you're grateful for? What is it that you're thinking about that has come into your life? I know we've had a lot of what isn't going well in 2020, but think about what, for some of us, maybe 2020 has been one of the best years ever. And so what has been a great success for you? What has been gotten better? For me, I've had better sleep than I've ever had in my entire life, thanks to Healy. For me, I've had better allergies than I've had in my entire life. And this is my testament to how good the allergy programs are. And there's 2 different ones. because I went away for a few days and I was, as you can see with my sunburn, I was boating and doing some different things at the beach, and I didn't have my battery charged for my Healy, the app that I was using for my Healy. So I wasn't on my Healy as much as I used to be and usually am, which is usually like at least 3 hours a day. And immediately, for the first time in months, I had a little allergy attack. It didn't last very long because I charged my Healy and I got it going, and boom, everything was kind of worked out. So keep in mind that you can use these things for better health and better wealth. So as you're coming in, I want you to think about what you're grateful for. Maybe it's not your healing. Maybe it's you've made new friends. Maybe you've had more rest. Maybe you've exercised more. What is it that you have done and changed, and what is it that you're grateful for? Maybe you've made a big change. So I just want to kind of set the circle here. I want to actually have everyone close their eyes and take a couple deep breaths. Just go into your heart. And for those of you who've just stopped on, we're going to have you go to balance in the gold program and share balance or inner unity. You can place any of those programs on. And I want you to just take a deep breath. Just literally see if you can bring as much air into your lungs as you possibly can. And then exhale anything that you're holding on to. Maybe that releases your neck, it releases your shoulders. And I want you to line up your spine and actually get in your sit bones. And if you're laying down, you can just line up your spine. But you can do this standing up, sitting down, or laying down, but I want your spine to be aligned. And I want you to imagine you have a string going through all of your chakras. And what a chakra is a wheel of light starting at the base of your spine and going up to the top of your head. So we're going to imagine bringing the energy in, bringing it in through our feet, bringing it in through our tailbone. And right where that tailbone is, I want you to breathe in and imagine a beautiful red ball of light, opening up that space, opening up your hips and your tailbone, and just clearing and releasing anything you're carrying in your feet and your ankles and your knees and your hips, and literally letting go of anything that you're holding on to in your root chakra. Healing, clearing, and releasing any blocks that are there. And if you're driving, you can just receive the healing in the area. So if you're doing something, you can always watch this later, but you can receive the healing being sent. And then as you're bringing the energy up, you're bringing it into your belly. Just imagine bringing that energy into the belly, your sacral chakra, and it's orange now. It's just this beautiful, yummy orange ball of light, opening up and clearing the back, the lower back where we hold all our tension, letting the weight of that be released, opening up and expanding our bellies and letting go of any fear that we may hold, any anger that we may hold, and opening up our creative centers, opening up our life force centers, opening up our passion. So we have a red ball and an orange ball, and just take another deep breath and move that breath all the way to your diaphragm. Take a really deep breath in and just feel, maybe you even pull your arms back and feel the air opening up. This is your willpower center. And so I want you to open up that will, open up that yellow ball of light, and release the guilt, release anything that you're holding on to. Often that's where we hold fear and stress. So between the sacral and the solar plexus, we leave all that yuckiness. And it's also where we process other people's emotions. So let's release and let go of everything we're holding on to for the conscious collective, all the negativity we get on social media and politics and illness and lockdowns and things. Just let that go. And then taking another deep breath, bringing it up all the way from your feet and your tailbone through the orange, the red, the orange, the yellow, all the way into your heart. Opening up your heart, bringing that into your hands, opening up the back, and opening up your heart to forgiveness, self-love, and to know that you are enough, and to empower yourself. And literally, let's imagine making a string of hands that go all the way out, touching the hands of the other people in this circle. Anyone who is watching live or virtually later, that we are connected through time and space, and we're connected to the whole, the unity consciousness of the planet, opening up our hearts into expansiveness and giving ourselves a whole lot of unconditional love. Green, beautiful emerald light. And then let's bring that energy one more time. Bring it up into your throat, into your neck, the back of your neck, your shoulders, releasing the weight of the world off your shoulders, releasing the monkey off your back, opening up your vocal cords, healing, clearing, and releasing anything that's related to that throat and lungs. And as we do that, we are healing the collective consciousness of any COVID energy, and speaking our truth and being safe to be speaking and feeling and knowing. And even let's count in our ears and hearing. Releasing any energy from our jaw, our ears, and the back of our neck. And then one more time, let's bring it all up. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then bluish purple, like bright blue with a little bit of purple in it. And our mind's eye, our third eye, as I've heard it being called, actually our first eye. Opening up our pineal gland, opening up our mind's eye, our brain, defragging our brain, releasing everything that is no longer serving us that we're carrying around in our mind's eye. Opening it up, expanding it, opening our pineal gland to be able to see, feel, and know as we are raising our frequency from our body into our mind and processing it with joy and grace and ease, and bringing that energy up, pushing through the top of your head, opening it up like a giant flower, a lotus blossom or a rose, opening it up, bringing the white violet light and opening it up, opening up our crown, opening up our connection to all that is, opening up our connection to whatever your name for the energy of personal power, spiritual power, and imagining it washing over you. Imagine it coming in and washing over you like a sparkling white light, washing over you like the color of a rainbow as your chakras merge together and you become a pillar of light where all the chakras come up and down like Kundalini. The energy comes up and the energy comes down from 3 feet above you and 3 feet below you, as above, so below, as your chakras become this beautiful column of light, as your body becomes a ball of energy. Your aura, 3 feet, 6 feet around you, becomes a beautiful white ball of light, cleaning, clearing, removing anything that is negative, raising your frequency, raising your set point, allowing you to be more expansive, allowing you to be more healthy, allowing you to be more joyful, more abundant, more in balance. And let's command that your right and your left side be in balance. Your masculine and your feminine be in balance. Your giving and your receiving be in balance. that you feel the inner glow from inside, and that others receive you in that light and receive you in that love, that you are filled with love, that your natural set point is love, that you are love, that you know love through every cell of your being, and that is who you are. Through time and space, through dimension and reality, that you are in balance, that you are in light, that you are in love, that you are at your highest frequency, that you are moving forward with grace, that you're moving forward with ease, that you are sharing your light, that you're sharing your message, and you're being rewarded with love and companionship and self-expression and self-actualization and sovereignty. And that as you step into this time, you know that this is your time, your world. You're creating this world, and your world is yours. Let that all soak in for a minute. I'm just going to be silent as you take a minute to activate your physical body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, and come into an alignment. It is commanded to harmonize your entire system and align with your highest frequency. That your chakras are in balance and healed and made whole. That you are healed and made whole. And that you can see yourself as enough. And that you see yourself as worthy. And you know that you're worthy. And you know that you can do anything. And set aside any, it's impossible for me. Set aside anything but someone else can do it, but I can't. And just move into the energy of forgiveness. Forgive yourself for anything that isn't done, anything that isn't ready, hasn't already happened, and step into the energy of one who can and will and is. Step into the energy of receiving and the frequency of balance and unity. As we become one heart, one love, one unified collective, as above, so below, so within. We're creating a whole new reality. So take the time this weekend. Take the time this weekend to see it. Take time to really visualize the road you're going down. Taste it. So take a moment. What does this success taste like? For me, it tastes like delicious green smoothies with pineapple and coconut water. What does it smell like? For me, it smells like the ocean breeze with a little bit of salt. What does it look like? For me, it's a beautiful sunset on the Gulf of Mexico. What does it sound like? What do you wish someone would say to you? And I want you to say it to yourself, being your own best friend, being your own lover, being your own pep talker, I want you to create a pep talk right here. You've got this. It is yours. It is done. You're good enough. You're beautiful enough. You're perfect in every way. So inner love, inner acceptance, inner joy. And I want you to just feel into your body that you know that you know that you know how amazing you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Aho. So bringing yourself back to your present moment. Allowing yourself to come into awareness. Maybe if you've had your eyes closed, you're opening your eyes back up. Remember that you are just a ball of energy, and that energy is love. So as you guys are coming back, I'll just kind of wrap up tonight. I am so grateful for the Healy and what it's done for me personally. I love Marcus, the creator of the Healy. He was once a monk and now he's a scientist, and he wanted to bring the energy frequency of healing into the houses of just everybody, make it affordable. So if you're watching this and you don't have a Healy, reach out to whoever shared the video or whoever brought you into the group, and allow yourself to consider that this is the time for you to raise yourself up. If you already have a Healy, then just keep using it. And just everybody, what I want you to do is, and I hope that you can feel into this, it is a great time for you to shift out of whatever negative perspective is being put out on the planet. And if you have the protection programs, if you have the level that has the protection programs, right now is the best time to use the protection programs. There's planetary protection. So it's a great one to use with 5 planets in retrograde. But there's also biomagnetic protection and just a lot of other things. So use your protection programs, use your chakra programs. I'm so glad everyone's had a great evening. I'm so glad to be here. I always love to share space with you and transmit what is coming through for me, for the collective. And I was truly honored to be able to jumpstart and anchor this, the collective doing its chakra week next week. So just remember, we're going to be here at 8 o'clock every night next week. Or if it's a lot of you, it's going to be 11 o'clock if you're there in Australia, and anytime in between. I saw someone from Indonesia and all over the place. So wherever you are, whatever time this was for you, we'll take a break tomorrow to make sure people have had a chance to get caught up on this video and get their new moon intention set up. And then every day next week, we're going to be doing one chakra at a time. A different person's going to do different things. We're going to be bringing in light sound bowls and sound healing and suggestions on essential oils, and everyone's going to be doing what is their very own sacred genius. And I will see you again on my Monday evening. So thank you all for being here, sharing in the collective. Thank the team, the inner circle team, for putting out all the advertising, creating the event pages. they've done a lot of hard work to be here and to make this possible. So I really want to share the Inner Circle team for all the hard work making this possible and making this community. That's the one thing I love about this community is we share a global touch, hand to hand and heart to heart throughout the world. And our message is one of love and one of light and one of unity and one of sharing. And I'm just so grateful for the team, and I'm so grateful for each of you to be here. So I accept all of your thanks, and I'm going to go let you stay in your bliss and continue out your new moon manifestations through the weekend. And I'll see you again on my Monday. But keep in mind that we're going to start out with the crown chakra, and I'm pretty excited for that one because I know it's coming. So every night we have a spectacular different person sharing their gifts, and I can't wait to see them all. And I can't wait to see all of you. So reach out to me if you have any questions, if you need anything, and just know that I love you. Brightest blessings.